This house has such a palpable personality. The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
He's not for sale. Not because he's special to me, but because he is trash. A crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it, but my eyes, I can only see here. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life. What do you think of it? Wrong. Awful. Form, color, subject. Simply off. That was me trying to play to the crowd, to be charming. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail? Let's see another.
It looks like a person.
The figure is without grace or truth. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece, that's all. It's just junk. Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together. One day, you could add my name. It's Yara. They might as well know who to blame. A museum vault. Every artist's dream. Oh, you'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it. It might be a longer term than you. You may be as old as I am by the time you get there. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork. Oh, that would redeem everything. every wasted. When a dream crawls back out of your throat, it hurts. But I can do better than those little statues. I can, if you help me. This art will memorialize Cheng, and we'll finish it together. Cheng Valley has many faces, many themes, characters, eras, stages of its. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick one of those faces. A face to show Cheng Valley to the unborn children. You do that while I make some tea.
I'm not sure what to think about this.
What is this? That's just trash. You want our piece to be about trash?
This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes.
Oh, you've brought me Manchez's. He was a wonderful singer. He collected stories, games, and songs, and spread them across. You remind me of him. He died of a heart attack on a stage, and it was a brief and powerful feeling to share the love of this without him around. We have less in common. Even I loved him too. Do you want this to be our theme? Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work. This time, let's follow our intuition. Gather some what magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return. This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing.
Chubaleni husanota, Chubaleni husabe, Chubaleni husanota, Krimosanahi. Pleminutu sakanora,
That was it. That was Cheng Valley. I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art, but we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum, but you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, but you're welcome to bring me images of this as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left. And then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
A home isolated from the rest of the valley. I've had my first experience of loneliness on this trip. I can't imagine a lifetime's worth. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad, but we're always walking on ruins. Did the statue hear a word she sang? Is one note still rattling around in there? I remember seeing the ocean for the first time, and something about the light, the water, the voices of other people, the boundary between myself and the rest of the world felt very thin. It was beautiful. There's something weird going on with this bell. Once is enough. No words for the feeling of a brand new tombstone. I can still walk through the streets of my village, down the corridors of memory. This flower has a shimmering quality. Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind. There isn't enough room for a cemetery in my village. Here, memory is granted space. Land is used to let the living meet the dead. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Oh, no, no, no! You said we had until midnight. I'm not ready to leave. Look at all this. Wait a minute. A cute outfit, a bicycle. You're not a Greyhound. What a relief. I'm sorry. I just assumed because who else would be... What are you doing here? You're really cutting it close. I guess I'm doing research here on the lawn. I'm studying my own life. Welcome to Tiang Valley. You should have been here a week ago when the evacuation started. Almost everyone is gone now. Oh, I hope she was nice to you. She has good and bad days. Like all of us, I hope she'll evacuate with us tonight. The monk is a lost cause, but I couldn't bear the thought of her staying behind. I hope we'll be neighbors in the Radiant City then. Look! See how they put the dimensions on the back? I recreated our future apartment here, on the lawn. This is the space we have to work with, to live in. I'm trying to really imagine what it'll be like. We're going from a big farm to one room, and we need to be packed by tonight. I already packed for myself and my son, but my husband Yuri is a little harder to pack for because he passed away recently. And I can't bring all his things. It's not realistic. His stuff is still... it's all here. It's okay. You said you're here to study the valley? My Yuri was doing the same thing. We can do this. Just need to decide. Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora. He painted all three of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right? He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know? He was really lovely. Just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me. We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it? He said it was my essence. I don't know. Do you think it looks like me? Maybe I was hard on him. He painted this for Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the two of them. I don't get it. They were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again. Which painting should I take with me? Yes, you're right. Himself from his own eyes. Something I could never see without this painting. Our old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word. I've packed my essential clothes. I don't know what to do with these. This was Yuri's best suit. Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though. My island dress. I made this for our trip to the islands. It was based on a photo of the hours I spent on this. These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're it. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school. He grew up. Oh, God, I mean, this hurts a little. Okay. It's true. We don't need any of these. They're already collecting dust here. All right. This is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning. How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning. When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing.
The earth gave and gave. It did not let up. Not even at the last minute. We collect the fruit of the land we know is dying. Who could forgive us? We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals. What are these strange goat-like creatures? Are they simply goats?
We begin in our mother's arms. We open our eyes, but she's not there. We breathe in. Where is she? She is everywhere. And we breathe out. Good morning. Welcome. Congratulations. You have just stepped into a new season. You may feel as if you're seeing the world for the first time. You may have noticed that colors are more vibrant. You may have noticed that food tastes better. What you are feeling right now is how it feels to be liberated from the past. There once was a season that was beautiful. But everyone you met, their eyes were clouded, and their necks were turned backwards. They were weighed down by loss, haunted by the nightmares of another era. Now you may feel as if a great weight has been lifted. In certain cases, you may feel an unexpendable well of energy rising up inside you, because you know there is so much to do. That the world is ours. And it can be anything we want. With your help, we're going to do it right this time. You won't be alone. There will always be a hand and a voice beside you. There will always be a song to sing.
Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you'll find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come. Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you'll find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come.
What if, on the other side of all our fears, is a better world? Or a worse one? What if it depends on what we do right now? It's hard to imagine something new, a new way of living, but they're trying. The gray hands seem to care what people think about them. The process of taking people out of the valley was also a kind of ritual, a way of bridging one life to another. They know the world they're leaving. The next one hasn't been created yet. There seems to be suspicion about the real condition of the dam and why it's being taken down. There's a number to call for questions regarding the dam.
Hello. This is the Greyhand Flood Hotline. We've received many questions about the dam, the controlled demolition of the dam, and the impending flood. This is a pre-recorded set of answers to common questions. For service in the language I'm speaking now, press 1. For another language, press 2.
These metal animals are looking up, expectantly.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond, the water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
A pattern appearing in the water. It's just like in Yuri's experiment.
I heard gun.
The figure of this statue feels like it came to someone in a dream. That's just a guess from me. Those slips are prayers to this god for memories? People prayed here. Who did they pray to? I wonder if this god is supposed to be missing part of their face. I smell hay, rust, and old warmth. A symbol and a name. The Void. These stones must represent the three gods of the valley. Their names seem important. The Void sounds ominous. This must be for writing something. But what? It'll open at night. This shrine is where it all began. I wonder if there are still monks in there. There is a subtle but pronounced smell coming from beyond these gates. Root and incense. We have Dr. Fumio's cures to negotiate with the exigencies of life as a conscious being. Here they have a religion. The form changes. Our needs remain the same.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She hears things. Voices of the dead.
I can't help you.
Please, give it some thought.
I can't treat anyone here in this valley. This is not a place to get well.
Where is?
I'm working on that. Take care.
It's surreal to find a piece of Dr. Fumio's past so far away from Cairo.
I recognize.
Trying to imagine this place full of tourists, bustling with fumes, automobiles growling for territory. What did Ga sit on? I'm looking at a memorial to the lost, the killed, and the maimed. We are so lucky the war never came to Cairo village. This must be the dream sickness. They'll sleep forever. All my life I've heard solemn references to the war, It never reached our village, but it touched the lives of our grandparents. What happened here in the valley, and how did it end? They believe a prayer put the soldiers to sleep. Is that possible?
Everyone's here. She's really going to do it. How can she be sure?
The shrine is protected.
How does she know?
Sonia knows.
How can she be sure? She can't know for sure. This has never happened before, has it? I don't want this. We need to leave. Let's just run.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
We're going to be okay. It will all be over soon.
Who is Sonia? What did she do to protect the people of the valley?
Everyone's here. She's really going.
That last line is kind of disconcerting. The memory of war lingers, but the Grey Hands are guiding people somewhere else. This must be Kochi's drawing. The scale of the old world grew beyond human proportion, maybe beyond human feeling. The parking lot will never die.